you going to? I swear this time is not a game. Now that a lot of girls, this I won't deny. I'll give my love, I'll give it all a try. That was it, that was it. This is now. Let me prove my love, girl. I'll make you proud. I never made this kind of vow. That was then, this is now. I've lived 1,000 lives, you see. You brought me down, brought me wise. Without it all compassion, you showed me the scar. I don't doubt it, can't doubt it no more. That was it, that was it. This is now. That was it, this is now. This is now. That was it. This is now. That was it. This is now. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming out on this beautiful afternoon, evening in Sherman, Texas. According to Yahoo, the home of the #1 barbecue place in the States, Pack, Illinois. I was there today. Unbelievable. Thanks so much for coming out. You know, we had all these incredible songwriters writing for us in the old days. People like Boyce and Hart wrote incredible songs, some of our biggest hits. We had Carole King and Jerry Goffin, Harry Nilsson, Paul Williams, Carol Bayer Sager, Neil Sedaka, Neil Armstrong, and another Neil that wrote a couple of our biggest hits, Mr. Neil Diamond. Walk out, don't you walk out, we've got things to say. Talk out, let's say the talk out, things will be okay. Sit down, I don't wanna fight. I'm a little bit wrong, and you're a little bit wrong. Well, I say, girl, you know that it's true. It's a little bit me, and it's a little bit you. See? Don't know just what I said wrong, girl, I apologize. Don't go this way, you belong, wipe the tears in your eyes. I said, love, I don't wanna fight. I'm a little bit wrong, and you're a little bit right. Well, I say, girl, you know that it's true. It's a little bit me, and it's a little bit you. See? So we had a lot of great songwriters, like I said. One of the guys I think wrote some of the best songs we ever did, his name was Michael Nesmith. But one of the best songs he ever wrote, we didn't do as the Monkees, and here's why. He told me the story. He wrote this song before the Monkees, before he was cast into the television show, and he came up after he was cast. He went to the producers. He said, "Hey, I want to record this song for the Monkees," and he played it for them. They said, "Yeah, that's okay. Thank you, but no, thank you. That's not a Monkee song." He said, "Wait a minute. I am one of the Monkees." They said, "Yeah, we know, but yeah, okay. Don't call us. We'll call you." So basically, Nez went and he brought it and gave it to a young girl singer who was kicking around Los Angeles at the time. Her name was Linda Ronstadt. This is Different Drums. You and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Can't you tell by the way I run? Every time you make eyes at me, saying live a lot longer. If you live without me. It's not that I'm knocking, it's just that I'm not in the market for a girl who wants to love only me. I ain't saying you ain't pretty, all I'm saying is I'm not ready for any person, place or thing. Try to pull the reins in love with me. Goodbye. I didn't ever see no sense. You're crying and you're grieving. We both live a lot longer. If you live without me. If you live without me. If you live without me. Thank you, Michael Nesmith. So we all started writing songs eventually. Davey wrote a couple of songs, I wrote a couple, and also Peter Tork wrote a couple of songs, and one of them was really stand out because this song became the theme song for the second season of the show. For Pete's sake! We will make the world shine. We will born to love one another. This is something we all need. We were born to love one another. We must be what we're going to be. And what we have to be is free. Sometime in the morning, a simple thought may occur to you, and to hold her and tell her all the things you never told her. Your love has shown me things I never thought I would see. I didn't know it could become so easy. Now I know she's all a girl could be. Sometime in the evening, you're sitting there by the fireside, and she'll touch you, and you'll realize how much you never knew before, how much you couldn't see. You didn't know, it could be done so easily. Now you know. You know where it is for me. Now in her childlike eyes, you see the beauty there. You know it was always there. You need no longer wear disguise. Sometime in the morning, you'll just reach out, she will be there. Hot as the summer air. Sometime she will be there. She will be there. Sometime in the morning, she will be there. She will be there. Thank you. Beautiful song by Carole King and Jerry Coffin. What great writers. So, you know, you probably heard the story that at the beginning of the Monkees, we didn't have a whole lot to say about what was going on in the show, or the scripts, or the music, or the songwriting, or the record company, or anything, really. And we all sort of ganged up, spearheaded by Nez, and kind of had a palace revolt, I guess. And we finally got the permission to go in the studio all by ourselves, whoa, and record for the first time. And the song was a Nesmith song, of course, because he was the only one writing songs at the time. And we went in the studio and we recorded this song. Hit it. You tell me that you've never been this way before. You tell me things I know that I've heard somewhere. You're standing in the places, staring down through faces, bringing to mind traces of a girl that I knew somewhere. I just can't put my finger on what it is that says to me, watch out, don't believe her. Can't give any reason, though my thoughts found out in a world. I just can't think who in the world's that girl. Come on, maybe something. Some way, somehow, the same thing was done. Someone, somewhere, didn't need the same way. So goodbye, dear, I just can't take this chance again. My fingers are still burning from last time. If your love was not a game, only have myself to blame. As maybe I can't explain. Somewhere. If your love was not a game, I only have myself to blame. Thank you. Well, I wrote a couple of songs, and one of them I wrote, I'll tell you the story. We went to England, the old country, back in the day, and we met the members of the royal family. No, not that royal family, the other ones, the Beatles. One night they threw us a party. I'm told I had a great time. And I went back to my hotel room and I started writing a song about my experiences over there, and I called it Randy Scouse Git. I'd heard that on television. Well, they wanted to release the record eventually in England. They said, you have to change the title because that's rude. It's kind of naughty. I said, what do you mean? I saw it on TV. You have to change it to an alternate title. So in England, this song went to #1 under the title Alternate Title. Because I learned that Randy Scouse Git translates to a horny Liverpudlian putz. She's a wonderful lady and she's mine, oh mine. And there doesn't seem a way she won't come and lose my mind. It's too easy humming songs to a girl in yellow dress. Been a long time since party and the room's in a mess. The 4 kings of VMI are sitting stately on the floor. The birds out on the sidewalk, they at the door. It reminds me of a penguin, viewing plastered hair, talcum powder on the letter. Birthday boy is here. Why don't you touch your hair? Don't you live up there? Don't you do what I do? See what I feel when I care? Now they've darkened all the windows, seats and all the hide. Been waiting for an hour, can't find a place to hide. Being known as a wonder girl is speaking, I believe. It's not easy trying to tell her shortly after leave. Why don't you be like me? Don't you stop and see? Don't you hate you? I hate kill you. I kill to be free. Stop it out, beep boop bop beep boop beep boop beep boop bop beep bop 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 beep boop beep boop beep 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 wow. Stop it. #1 in England. Only to be kicked out of the #1 spot by that stinking group, the Beatles. And this is the one that started it all. This is not the one that started. That set list is too far away. I can't. No, forgot. This is a great part of the story. So I'm in England, and I meet the Beatles. I met Paul McCartney first, and he invited me to some sessions of a recording, new album they were doing at Abbey Road Studios. And I'm like a huge Beatle fan, of course, but I'm trying to be cool. And I'm like, okay, Paul, cool, yeah. And they invite me to a session for a new album called Sergeant Something. I don't know. And I show up, and I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe a fun fest, love-in, freak-out, Beatlemania, psycho jello kind. So I got dressed accordingly in my paisley bell-bottoms and my tie-dyed underwear. I look like a cross between Ronald McDonald and Charlie Manson. And I walk in the middle of the day, and there's nobody there. For fluorescent lighting, the four guys just sitting in folding chairs, playing, chunk to chunk. And John Lennon looks up at me and says, "Hey, monkey man." That's what he called me, monkey man. "You want to hear what we're working on?" And I'm like trying to be cool. "Yeah, John, cool, what do you got?" He points up to George Martin, who's in the booth, wearing a three-piece suit in the middle of the day, hits the button on a 4-track tape recorder. This is what I hear. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Lonely Hearts Club Band. Super sorry, but it's time to go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Thank you once again. Sergeant Pepper's one and only Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's getting very near the end. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now, this is the one that started it all. Take the last train to Clarksville. I'll meet you at the station and be here about 4:30. I made your reservation. Don't be slow. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. 'Cause I'm leaving in the morning. Must see you again. We'll have one more night together till the morning brings my train and I must go. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville. Meet you at the station. Have coffee-flavored kisses and a bit of conversation. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Take the last train to Clarksville. Must hang up the phone. Can't hear you in this noisy railroad station. All alone, I'm feeling low. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Made your reservation, don't be slow. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. I started singing at a very early age. In fact, there's some prenatal ultrasounds of me in the womb. No, I did. And I want to introduce you, where is she tonight? I want to introduce you to this lovely young lady on my left. My sister Coco. Please say hello. We started singing very early on. Our mother mainly taught us, they were both singers, our mother and my father. What? Mother was from Austin, Texas. And she taught us to sing very early on. She was a singer. And we learned to sing harmonies. And we're going to do for you now a song, the first song that we learned to sing together, like in harmony. Our mom taught us. If you don't mind, we're going to do it a cappella. That means without any music. No safety net. The real deal. Pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one there to love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up on my cares and woes, here I go singing low. Bye-bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye-bye, blackbird. I know one there to love or understand me. Oh, what holler stories they all hand me. Make my bed light the light, I'll arrive a little late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. Blackbird,
Oh, blackbird,
blackbird,
oh, blackbird,
blackbird, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Little blackbird, bye. Thank you. Stay here, Coco. Come back here. Don't go away. A few years ago, I had the pleasure of recording an album with Nez and with Peter called Good Times. And, oh, thank you. Both of you. I'm very proud of that album. I think it's one of the best albums. Even David had a song on there that we found in the 60s that had never been released. Really great album. And one of the songs, well, when we decided to do the album, producers put out the word, and like in the old days, all of a sudden all these songwriters were coming out of the woodwork and wanting to write a song for the Monkees. These great and young, hip songwriters. One guy that wrote a song is a guy named Ben Gibbard from Death Cab for Cutie. And he wrote, I think, one of the most beautiful ballads that I've ever heard. I sang it with Nez on the original album. I'm going to sing it now, with your permission, with my lovely sister Coco. It's called Me and Magdalena. Me and Magdalena, we're driving south through Monterey. As the sun is slowly sinking into a distant ocean wave, and I don't know if I ever loved any other. half as much as I do in this light she's under. Tell me, Magdalena, what do you see in the depths of your night? Do you see your long-lost father? Does he hold you with the hands you remember as a child? But no, everything lost will be recovered when you drift into the arms of the undiscovered. And I don't know if I ever loved any other half as much as I do in this light she's under. Tell me, Magdalena, always leaving early, sleeping late. Secluded in a canyon, lost within a turn of fate. But now everything lost will be recovered when you drift into the arms of the undiscovered. And I don't know if I ever loved any other half as much as I do in this light she's under. What a song, huh? What a beautiful song. Coco, stick around. Let's do some. Coco, do some big.
I'm turning that off because it's too windy. Anybody know the Jefferson Airplane? It's a little something from back in the 60s as well. One hill makes you larger, and one hill makes you small, and the ones that a mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she was just small. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call to call out when she's 10 feet tall. And when the men are on the chessboard and get up and tell you where to go, and just have some kind of mushroom and your mind isn't moving low, go ask Alice, I think she'll know. In logic and proportion, that's falling
Neil Diamond. Thank you, Neil Diamond. We're going to slow things down a little bit now. Kind of get mellow, laid back. Get kind of funky. Oh, I'm stuck. Wait, oh. A little more mellow, funky. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Homer Remus Sabbath Omen, Homer Seamus Stack. Seamer Rabba, Homer Soman, what did you expect? No time. I got no time. I got no time, man. Lots of better things to do. Running from the rise, I need to find a place to hide. Grass is always greener, rolling on the other side. No time. I got no time. I got no time, man. Lots of better things to do. And you're a daddy, you don't think that make no sense. Never mind the furthermore, the please have the fans, you know. I got no time. Lots of better things to do. Thank you very much. I got no time, baby. Lots of better things to do. I got no time. I got no time. What you really when you at? Got no time. Got no time, baby. Lots of better things to do. Thank you very much. There's a girl I know makes me feel so good, and I wouldn't live without her, even if I could. They call her. I love her. Woo! Oh yeah! Come on! Woo! way it before. But do believe better when you don't you forget it and I bet you were ready. Find me in the morning when in there and what gets around. Going down, going down. Coming up right here, pretty stuffy under there. A lot say I didn't care, but I forgot to leave it on the next one. I stay afloat so well without a boat. Knew I should have taken off my shoes. Here's some page of news. Going down. On down. Let's go on down. Help, 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 go down. Wish I could before leap. Didn't know it was so deep. Been down so far, I can't get wet. Haven't touched the bottom yet. This river scene is getting old. Hungry, sleepy, wet and cold. Told you forget it nice. Should taken her advice. Only wanna go on home. I'd gladly leave that girl alone. What way to spend the night? If I come down, I'll die of fright. Pop taught me how to float. Can't swim a single note. Threw me and teach me how I stayed there floating like a mama cow. I floated way downstream, and oh, this had to be a dream. Found my way to shore, I'll never do this anymore. Give you 3, then down 9. Oh, one more time, go down. Everything will be alright. Think I finally got the knack. Holding it lazy on my back. Never really liked that town. Think I'll ride the river down just for sun and float free. River swinging under me. Head back to the buckeye shore. Too far to this before I float on down New Orleans. Pick up on some swinging sings. Find me better there when I go down, real down, all the way going down. Guess you recognize this one, huh? You know the words? Don't sing along, it puts me off. I could hide neath the wings of a bluebird as she sings. 6 o'clock alone never rings, and it rings, and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. Shaving razor scope, and it stings. I'm sleeping. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be, and our good times started without our loved one to spend. How much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Okay, now your turn. You ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Everybody skate backwards. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Mercy, take song and no one listens. I need help from the poor.